Uh, very good morning and good evening to all of you. So far, we have started and we have completed this basics of SQL. Okay, so we have seen how to create a database, how to create the tables, how to load the data, how to maintain the constraint, and what is a normalization. These things, like pretty much basics, ABCD. Okay, so now we are going to start the very important module of SQL, that is called programming concepts. Okay, so implementation module name is implementation. Why I have given this implementation, the module name as implementation, is implementation is nothing but development. Okay, so or enhancement, so probably we can consider as a development. So whenever we are developing any database applications, I mean database applications in the sense where the database role is very important, the database role is very critical. I mean everything depends on the database, that is called database applications. Okay, so whenever you are developing such type of database applications, so what are the concepts we are generally use? Okay, so what are the programs that we are writing in order to design the application and develop the applications and support the applications? Okay, so it is not a one concept or two concept, there are a lot of concepts we are going to cover in depth. Okay, so that is the reason I have given the name called implementation. So under this implementation module, so I have so many concepts. Okay, so in that, first of all, I have given the name called programming concepts. Okay, so that is the first collection I'm going to cover. Okay, so programming concepts in the sense, program is not a one line, two line, sometimes it may be 100 lines and 250 lines also. Okay, so in that we may use one concept, we may use so many concepts. Okay, so all the concepts I have listed down here and I'm going to tell you one by one. Okay, so in order to understand the concepts, or in order to practice, in order to get the knowledge over the concepts, so we have to have a well defined tables. What we need to have, we have to have well defined tables with the proper data, then only we can practice all the concepts. Okay, so that is the reason I'm going to take these two tables. Now the very first table is department table. These tables looks very simple, but the architecture, I mean the design of these tables are very good. Okay, so of course data is less, of course structure is small, but there are so many things we can cover in with these small tables. Okay, always we have to start with the small things and we can go to the big things. Okay, now so let me explain this first table. What is the table name? DEPT stands for department table. I have created the table. I have created the table and the data is available like this: department number, department name, location, department number 10, 20, 30, 40. What is the department names? Respective departments names: accounting, research, sales, operations. Location: New York, Dallas, Chicago, Boston. Just a raw data, some test data you can consider. Okay, so if you have the departments, obviously under the departments, so many people will work, right? So where you will maintain such details? So that is why I have created another table. This is just like my assumption. Okay, I'm considering some sample tables, some test tables to practice my concepts. Okay, so this is my own scenario which I have considered to practice. Okay, you can see this table is very important rather than the department table. Of course that is a main table, this is a child table. What you mean by main table? That means that is a primary key table. This is what foreign key table. Okay, so how it is a foreign key table? Because it is having a more data. No, actually data is not a consideration. Okay, the relation is a consideration. Okay, so first of all, in any organization, before the employees, departments will be gathered. Okay, I mean departments has to be designed first. Okay, accounts department, finance department, and marketing department, sales department. Under the department only employees will work, right? So that is the reason, even though employee information is huge, that is a child table, foreign key table. Okay, now please look into this table. Let me explain in detail. Employee number, the unique identity number of an employee. Okay, of course it is not identity constraint, but I have given the name as just unique identification. Okay, so employee name of an employee, job, what kind of a job he's doing, whether it's a clerk, salesman, analyst, manager, whatever. Manager, who is the manager of this employee? Okay, suppose I'm one person, so I have one manager. Okay, definitely. So who is my manager? If I want to know, see, let us say for example 7369, his manager is 7902. Okay, high date, that means joining date of an employee. Salary, how much salary he is getting. Commission, on top of the salary, how much commission he is getting. Department number, so for which department he is actually working for. Now if we can closely look into these two tables, okay, department number, department name, location. So here all the columns and department number. What is the common column between these two tables? Department number. Okay. Now you can see here department number, what I have given here, primary key. Okay. And in the employee table, see, foreign key. Okay. So that is where our relations will start in the RDBMS. Okay. So when we are designing the tables, see, at the initial level, maybe you don't understand why I'm creating these tables, why I'm putting these relations. Okay, so based on what I'm creating all the things. Okay, because we are all at the beginners. Okay, beginning level. Okay, so going forward, after seeing some examples, after applying some concepts, only you will understand how the table design should be. Okay, what are the things that we need to consider while creating the table? And all these things will comes through experience and practice. Okay, now, so these are the two tables I have created. Okay, so as of now I have explained only the tables which I am going to use in further classes. At least 1 week classes I'm going to use these tables to explain different concepts. Okay, so today I will start with the one simple concept. Okay, so that is called operators. Okay, okay, 1 minute, let me increase the font. Hmm. Mm. The concept which I'm going to set, it is a very simple. Okay, of course, whether it is important or not important, that's a different case. It's a small topic with which we can start all the programming concept. Okay, so the concept what I'm going to cover is operators. Okay, what you mean by operators? Operators in the sense, the like the components which we are using to perform some operations. Okay, so let us say for example plus is a operator, so what we can call it is a addition operator. Minus is a operator which will be used for subtraction. Okay, so addition, subtraction, multiplication, this is what a operation. Okay, operators is a concept in SQL Server which will help us to perform different types of operations. So what are the main categories under the operators? We have arithmetic operators, that means with which we can perform all arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and percentage. Okay, I have given the symbols and like examples also I have given. I will explain. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and percentage, that is, these are the arithmetic operators we can perform arithmetic operations. Now after that, comparison, logical operators. Okay, logical operators are bit lengthy, that I will tell you in tomorrow class. Logical operators, logical, that means what, with which we can define the logic. Logic is nothing but what, suppose uh, displaying all the data is just a normal query. Okay, but displaying the data according to the user requirement, that is called logic. Okay, user may ask different types of questions. So Narendra, I don't want that data, I want only this data. So show me the data only for United States of America, show me the data only for 1919 year. Okay, show me the data only for department marketing. Okay, like this user may ask different questions. So with respect to the requirements, whatever the things that I'm defining, that is called logic. Okay, so logic is, I think you have all pretty much aware of this, what you mean by logic. So in order to build the logic, we may use so many concepts. Okay, so just like a and operator, okay, or operator, between operator, okay, exist operator, in operator, not operator, like operator. Like this we can have so many other operators available. Okay, I will explain in detail about each and every operator. That will take minimum to minimum one half an hour class. Okay, so I will cover tomorrow class. Okay, and the third one is comparison operator. Okay, comparison is nothing but what, always we will compare the values. Okay, so whether this value equal to 100 or not, greater than 100, less than 100, greater than or equal to 100, less than or equal to 100, not equal to 100. Every time we are comparing the values. Okay, in order to compare the data, whatever the operators we are using, those are called comparison operators. And these are the list of operators: equal to, greater than, less than. This is called not equal to. Okay, so the combination of less than and greater than, or exclamation mark and equal to. Not equal to can be defined in two methods in SQL. Okay, so one is this, another one is this. Okay, and less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay, so these are the comparison operators. So this concept is very simple only, except logical operators everything is very very simple. Okay, now can I start with arithmetic operators, or anybody having any questions up to now? I think Shravanti, you have joined as a phone user. Can you please switch to computer audio to get the better quality?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, in that case, it's not a problem. Okay, fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Any questions so far to anybody? Okay, let me start with the first concept, that is called arithmetic operators. Okay, so as I told you, these arithmetic operators will be useful to perform arithmetic operations. Okay, so addition, subtraction, all the things whatever I have explained. Okay, suppose if I want to add two numbers, what can be done in SQL? Okay, suppose normally we can add just 1 plus 2 and we can do that calculation in our mind. But if somebody will ask me, do with the programming, what you will do, you have to write this statement: select 1 plus 2, what will be the output? 3. Okay, so for small things you don't need to calculate, you can just do it in your mind and you can tell them. Okay, but for big numbers we have to perform the operation like this. Okay, so 1 3 4 3 4 3 plus I have given some random numbers. Okay, suppose if I want to know the addition of these two numbers, what you can do, can you do in your mind? Of course you can do, but it will take some time. Yeah, obviously everything will be covered. Whatever the course content I have given, each and every topic will be covered, Pratisha, don't worry. Okay, see, right now we are in where, um, 15 SQL programming concepts. This particular folder around will have 20 concepts. It will take at least 1 week time, and after that what is the next concept? Joins and subqueries. Okay, everything will be covered. If you feel anything missed, or if you want any special topic or any additional topic, you just send me an email. Okay, I will prepare some templates and I will explain. Okay, now if you want to calculate and if you want to perform the addition operation between the numbers, like such a huge number, so what you will do, you have to write statement. Okay, so you can do with your, you can do in your mind also, but that is not that much quick. If I will do this operation, I got this output. Okay, so 24777778. So I got the output here. The problem is, whenever we are representing the information, so we have to have the proper column name. Okay, we have to have the proper column name, or we have to have the definition for the data what we are displaying. So 24777778, what is this? Whether it is addition of two numbers, or it is a subtraction of two numbers, multiplication of two numbers, who knows? Okay, nobody knows what exactly this one. Okay, so that is the reason whenever you want to perform the operation, you can see 1343. After that I have given as addition. Okay, so now if I will do, see, addition of some numbers is this much. So what is the importance of this column name here? Is it really required? Yes, it's actually very much required. Okay, so let me show you one example. Suppose I'm doing this operation. Okay, this is called addition, this is called concatenation. Okay, whenever you will perform the whenever you will apply plus operator between the numbers, that is called addition. Whenever you will apply plus operator between the strings, that is called concatenation. Narendra is string, Kota is string. I'm applying plus operator. What it will be? It will be concatenation, not the addition. Execute. So Narendra Kota, I can see that. Okay. So you understand that that is a person name. Suppose if I will show this name to some other country people, okay, those who don't know about me and those who don't know what is this language, okay. So what they will think? They will think it's a country name, or they will think it's a city name, or they will think it's a ocean name or something. Okay, because there is no definition here. Okay. So since there is no definition, user can understand whatever they want. Okay, but we should not allow such type of things. Whenever you will perform the operation, provide the name to that operation. Okay, then it will be pretty much clear to the users, those who are looking into the data. Okay, so that is the reason. Now see, let me execute these two things at a time. So first of all, no column name, first row. See, in the second, person name, that means what? Person. Whenever somebody will look into the data called Narendra Kota, they can understand it's a person name, because the column name is telling that it is the name of a person. Okay, so doing the operation is important, and at the same time naming the operation also very important. Okay, so this is how we can perform these operations. Okay, it's very simple only. I can do like this. 1 divided by 2, 1% 2. Okay, so like this I can perform all the operation. So knowing the operations, what are the arithmetic operators that are available in SQL is one side of the coin, but where we will use these operators. Okay, so in what situations we will go for this arithmetic operators, that is important. Okay, as of now I have explained what are the operators that are available in SQL, arithmetic operators. Okay, but where we will use these operators, okay, on what situations we will go for these operators. Okay, that is why I'm going to tell you one example. Now please look into the data. Employee number, employee name, job, manager. This is the employee data which I have already explained. Now look at the columns called salary and commission. So these are the predefined columns with the data. Okay, so if the salary column is there, what is the use of commission column? Some people will get the commissions like allowances. Okay, so if anybody who is getting that additional salary or extra salary, okay, that will be uh, included in the commission column. Okay, so if I want to see the actual salary of a person, so do I need to consider the salary column? Do I need to consider the commission column also? You have to consider both salary and commission, then only it will be actual salary. Okay, so in that case, if I want to show the actual salary of an employee, so what needs to be done? We have to add salary plus commission, and we have to display. Am I right? So that is the reason I'm going to display these two columns to you. Okay, salary and commission. Please look into the data. So I have not retrieved any columns other than these two, because I'm going to apply the operation only on these two columns. 800, 1600, 800 null, 1600, 300, 1250, 500, 2975 null, 1250, 400, 1400. So the data is available like this. Now my question is, if I will add 800 plus null, what will be the output? I will give you the options. It's null, it's 0, it's 800, or it's an error. What will be the output? Whether it is a null value, or it is a 0, or it is an error, or it is a 800. So what will be the output? Okay, so that is the reason we will execute and we will see what will happen. Okay, so if it is 1600 plus 300, 1900, I know that, but we have some null values. No, we have to very carefully look into that. See, salary, commission, and then salary plus commission. Okay, I have individually displayed the columns and I have performed the operation also. See, 800 plus null, what is the output? Null. 1600 plus 300, what is the output? 1900. 1250 plus 500, 1750. 2975 plus null. 1250 plus 1400, 2650. Okay, so wherever the number is not null, it is okay. Wherever the number is null, commission is null, it is returning the null value as the output. So how far it is correct? It is not actually correct. There are two problems here. One is there is no proper definition for this column. and at the same time there are unnecessary null values. 800 plus null, it should be 800, it should not be null, right? Okay, so the problem here is null value is a very very dangerous value. Okay, nobody can perform any operation with a null value. You cannot compare, you cannot calculate, and you cannot perform any operation on the null values. That is the reason we have to be very very careful. So the first problem is no definition, second problem is null value. Okay, now let us fix one by one. First of all, I'm fixing the problem called totals, I mean column name for the operation. So column name is coming. Now how to fix this null value? Now I'm going to use one function that you will come to know in the future classes. Okay, this function, what it will do, wherever the null value is there, it will replace with a 0. Okay, so I'm going to use one function. If I will use this function, so wherever the null value will comes, that will be replaced with any other value, not only 0, but I'm considering 0. Okay, so that null value can be replaced with any value. Okay, so is null of commission comma 0, that means what? If the commission is not null, no problem. If the commission is null, instead of that 0 will be written. Okay, in that case what will happen? 800 plus null equal to 800 only. Why? Because I'm not considering the null value. If it is a null value, I want to consider as a 0. 800 plus 0, 800. Output is perfectly fine. Okay, so this is how we can perform the operations on the data. Okay, null value is very very dangerous. Be careful with that. Understand? Any questions up to now? Anybody having any questions up to now? Please tell me. Okay, logical operators I will cover tomorrow. Okay, so today I will cover comparison operators because I don't have that much energy to speak for 1 hour long. Okay, please don't mind, I'm trying my level best to make it possible. Hmm? So, comparison operators, so this comparison operators will be used to compare the values. Okay, so this is the my employee table. Okay, suppose if I will execute this condition, what will happen? Select a star from EMP where salary equal to 3000. Wherever the salary will be 3000, those employees information will be retrieved. Greater than. Wherever the salary is greater than 3000, those details will be retrieved. Less than. Less than means less than 3000. Okay, suppose if you want to perform not equal to, either you have to perform combination of less than and greater than like this. See, not equal to 5000. If it is not equal to 5000 means it could be any value, right? Okay, and or else I can do this one, exclamation mark and equal to symbol. Okay, so if I will use exclamation mark and equal to, or if I will use a combination of less than and greater than, it will be considered as a not equal to only. Okay, both are same, absolutely fine, no problem. Okay, and less than or equal to 5000. Okay, and greater than or equal to 5000. These are very very simple operations. Okay, not like arithmetic operation with the is null function. Just compare the values. So this is how the data is available with respect to all these operators. Any questions up to now? Anybody? I will discuss this logical operators. These are bit lengthy. Okay, so you please go through this arithmetic operators and logical comparison operators. Just to do one or two examples. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to provide all these scripts to you. You just execute. Okay, uh, execute each and every command and try to verify whether it is correct or not. Okay, so logical operator, you leave it. I will explain in detail about each and every operator. How can we import tables from AdventureWorks database? Uh, that I will show you. That's a simple thing. First of all, I'm going to send you one AdventureWorks. I don't know how many of you have this one. Okay, I will what you can do is after hmm, um, for others also it is important, no? So uh, once you got this email from me, so just click on here. It will take you to the Microsoft Codeplex. So there you have to download this one. Okay, and after that, after downloading that one, click on this. There you have to download database for SQL Server 2000. Okay, after downloading these two, I have attached one script, okay, in this email. So in that script there is a path. Okay, so according to the location of the files in your system, so please provide the path in the script and execute the script automatically. Databases will be created. Okay, like this. Okay, no, I haven't sent to anybody. I think I will send today itself. Okay, after this class I will send to all of you. Okay, anything other than this? Please don't mind, I'm taking only half an hour class. Okay, let me start with this at least. So instead of sitting idle and skipping the classes every day, I thought it would be better if I will take half an hour class. Okay, so from tomorrow I will try to increase the time as much as I can. Okay, thank you guys. I wish you good night and good day to all of you. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow same time. Bye.